Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David. It has been a strange year for a few teams that thought they'd start a little stronger, Greg.
Yeah, what you see on paper coming into the season, that means very little until you're put to the test. But these teams have time to make adjustments in their schemes and personnel.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Bagley is out there with Weissman. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Ivy with it. Lillard picks him up. Bagley with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
How about that? Bagley stretching the floor out a little bit, and this is going to make the offense really tough to guard.
Takes the 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's hit thousands of threes in this league.
Inching closer and closer to 5th place on the career triples list. Cunningham for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat. Lillard outside. No good on the triple. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And what a stretch it's been, Brent, for this Milwaukee franchise. All started by the drafting of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, just identifying him is one thing, Kevin. You got to also acknowledge the work that Giannis has put in. After that, they have done a great job of building around him. Had that not been the case in Milwaukee, you have to wonder whether he would have re-upped and signed that extension with the Bucks to continue his career here, and what would have happened in free agency.
Shakes him. Rebound by the Pistons, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Giannis, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lillard scanning the floor. Over Ivy. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Cunningham. That one rolling around and rims out.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Lillard, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Back to Bogdanovich. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Lillard with it. Wiseman picks him up. Lets it fly. That one off the back iron and out. Pistons trail by 10. And you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick. I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
Well, we're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
Cunningham finds Ivy. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Bucks leading by 11. Lillard up top. He had 15 points last outing. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys with how mobile he is. Love him attacking in this mindset.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Burks in for Ivy. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And another three for Milwaukee.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Portis.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
It's Crowder on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the fouling. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Joe Harris comes in for Bogdanovich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Payne passes to Crowder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Crowder has done such a great job of carving out a career as being a tough and dependable defender.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks lining up. A 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with Lillard on the bench, this is who Adrian Griffin has out there. Malik Beasley out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Beauchamp in at the small forward spot. Here's Payne driving in. Pass to Crowder. Portis a screen on Stewart. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Payne's shot is good.
And that is one of Payne's signature moves. He loves that high-arcing, soft-touch floater.
Pistons trail by 12. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. Cade Cunningham was the #1 overall pick in 2021, and he's trying to take that next step. He says, I want to do my job. Something I really try to pride myself on is how much I care. And what I care about the most is how I can help the Pistons win. Guys, they are assembling some real talent on that team.
Oh, they are, no question, D.A. Thank you. The pass to Portis. Back to Payne. Crowder from outside. That shot, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to Duran. Bagley with the ball. Working on Payne. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Bagley. Bagley's got 5 points so far. Portis sets the pick for Payne. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the story of Cameron Payne, Brent, is one of redemption. Out of the league for a while, but he's come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, not only out of the league, Kevin, but remember, he was a lottery pick in 2015. So bouncing around, stints in China, a little bit of time in the G League. I mean, that's determination to get back, have an opportunity, and take advantage of it.
Detroit making a switch here. Weissman's checked in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Weissman's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, think about adding that weight and still having the quickness. Wiseman just eating up space now.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Cunningham for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. Portis sets the pick for Crowder. And again, the Bucks miss.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. And then for Detroit, Bogdanovich is checked in for Harris. And Alec Burks sub in for Cade Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. It's Solomon to Tacumbo. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And stolen by Bogdanovich. A minute 42 left in the first half. Ivy passes to Bagley. Back to Ivy. Now many people say officiating favors the offense. Brent, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's what this game is about. It's about scoring. And so there aren't many rule changes that are going to stop guys from being as potent as they've been offensively, especially over the last couple years.
And with Marvin Bagley III, Brent, it just feels like he's been snake bitten in his young career.
Yeah, but Greg, you know this. If you can hang in there and stay confident, when you get
Giannis showing creativity.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Pistons trail by 10. And Bogdanovich kicks to Ivy. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in.
Number 2, Cade Cunningham.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Outside, Bagley. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark. And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
Giannis so strong. He almost invites that kind of contact and then says, I'm going right through you.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Cunningham, and Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Giannis outside. Got it off in time, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go court. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us.
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field.
Next up, the power rankings. Let's take a peek at which teams are at the top of the association. That is more than enough of us.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Bogdanovich out there with Bagley. And it's Wiseman in at center. Lillard, the pass to Connaughton. Now, here's Lillard. He's covered by Wiseman. Can't get it to fall. Cunningham against Lillard. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Giannis. Ivy, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Connaughton kicks to Lillard. Off target from three-point range. Hey, Brent, here we're looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's arguably the best player right now in the NBA. Not just the NBA, worldwide.
That's a lot of space, Kevin, but you're not wrong. He is the best two-way player in the league. With his physical dominance, he impacts the game in ways that no other player can. And good job by Ivy, able to spot the big opening on the floor.
And that one's good. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Timeout called. The Pistons. Here we see the Detroit Pistons drag a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
Cunningham finds Bagley. Connaughton against Ivy. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Now here's Giannis. Defense is right there. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons brought in Monty Williams to guide this team from the bottom. He said, I like those challenges, the process of building, seeing players get better, and understanding what it's like to navigate crunch time situations. For me to be able to come in now, it's part of this restoration. Kevin, Monty has plenty of work ahead.
Indeed he does, David. Thanks.
Simply one of the best guards of this generation, Lillard, lighting it up here.
Here's Ivy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez. And, Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Burks, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Jaden Ivey is just so explosive as a guard, so exciting to watch.
It's good.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Burks dishes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Wiseman. Here he goes. Low block shot, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lillard finds Giannis. Antetokounmpo using his size!
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Burks against Connaughton. Ivy. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman.
A moment now to see the numbers for Burks, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points per game last year, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Joe Harris comes in for Ivy. Here's Payne. He's got 6. Outside Portis. Pass to Beasley. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Now here's Burks. Pass to Stewart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At 6'8", 250, Isaiah Stewart, that's a lot of man to handle.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the Pistons. And so Stewart nails both of them. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Payne in the post. Cunningham's there. Payne passes to Beasley. Crowder sets a screen for Beasley. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Lillard on the bench, this is who Adrian Griffin has out there. We've got Payne. Bobby Portis out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3, the small forward. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Harris.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
Burks kicks to Cunningham. And there's the drive. That one falls. That's 7 points for Cade Cunningham.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pistons trail by 17. Now Burks. Stewart, a screen for Burks. Shoots over Connaughton. 3 on the clock. The shot by Stewart with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Lillard attacking. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez outside Antetokounmpo. The tray. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here. Weissman's checked in.
Pistons substitution. Number 13.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And the foul on Alec Burks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Antetokounmpo against Stewart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on James Wiseman.
Just don't know how Giannis's 2 steps equal anybody else's 5 steps. You can't catch up.
So for the Pistons, Bagley, he's checked in for Stewart. Bogdanovich comes in for Harris. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Alec Burks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cunningham kicks to Bagley. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Like to see him take it there. Marvin Bagley, confident play.
Cunningham against Lillard.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Second personal foul. 15 fouls.
The first one falls.
At the line for the Bucks, Damian Lillard.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
For his career, Damian Lillard, one of the best free throw shooters in the history of the league. And he gets there a lot, too.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. Ivy kicks to Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guard?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Payton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
So it's Detroit now. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
So it's Detroit now. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Now the dish to Ivy. Bagley from outside.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Bucks leading by 22. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Hayes, covered by Lillard. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-5 run here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Lillard outside. A 3-ball trains the 3-pointer.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game, all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.